What if the greatest breakfast revolution in American history happened before you were born and nobody talks about it anymore? In 1954, percolators bubbled while bacon sizzled in cast iron. Children devoured brand new sugar frosted flakes before school buses arrived. Mothers transformed frozen orange concentrate into liquid sunshine. Space age technology delivered Florida citrus to breakfast tables across America. This decade rewrote morning meals forever, mastering the balance between tradition and cutting-edge convenience. Today, you're about to discover 12 breakfast icons that ruled the 1950s and can still transform your morning routine. From chrome dinner classics to suburban kitchen innovations, these forgotten champions are ready to reclaim their throne at your breakfast table. Number 1. Bacon, eggs, and toast. Democracy on a plate. Walk into any 1955 diner and witness the same democratic masterpiece. Crisp bacon strips, sunny eggs with molten yolks, buttered white toast triangles. This wasn't just food. This was America's breakfast handshake. The plate that whispered, "You're home," to factory workers, traveling salesmen, and school principals alike. Post-war diners became neighborhood churches where this holy trinity promised normalcy had returned. Bacon's aggressive sizzle, eggs crackling at lace-edged borders, coffee steam curling toward fluorescent lights, all reflected in chrome that caught morning's first optimisms. The beauty lived in refusing to complicate perfection. Hot fat, fresh eggs, and patience. Today, heat that cast iron until it smokes, crack those eggs with confidence, honor this timeless plate that says, "Sit down, eat, face the day." 2. Cold cereal with milk. Sugar Frosted Revolution. When Kellogg's unleashed Sugar Frosted Flakes and Tony the Tiger in 1952, breakfast surrendered to marketing magic. That distinctive cascade of flakes hitting porcelain, milk's gentle splash creating temporary lakes, this simple symphony became revolutionary thunder, transforming morning fuel into a childhood battleground where cartoon mascots conquered parental resistance. Families discovered liberation in cardboard boxes. No stirring, no timing, just banana slices crowning sugary landscapes. The metallic chime of spoon against bowl became suburbia's breakfast anthem, punctured by school bus honks and Saturday morning cartoons bleeding from living room televisions. This wasn't just cereal. This was childhood gaining its first consumer voice, while efficiency defeated tradition without bloodshed. Furthermore, pour that bowl, add fresh berries, taste how marketing genius sometimes creates accidental joy. Number 3. Hot cereal, Oatmeal's patient devotion. Before instant packets murdered the ritual, mornings began with mindful stirring. Oats surrendered their starch slowly, requiring attention that forced families to pause before chaos consumed their days. This wasn't convenience food. This was morning meditation disguised as breakfast, where careful stirring prevented lumps, while butter melted into golden pools. Steam rose like kitchen incense from ceramic bowls that held more than nutrition. They cradled patience, care, and the radical notion that some things couldn't be rushed. School lunches and demanding jobs waited, but first came this, proof that the best beginnings require time and attention. As a result, choose steel-cut oats, embrace the stirring, remember why generations trusted slow food to anchor fast lives with substance and soul. Number 4. Pancakes with syrup, weekend's golden promise. Weekend mornings earned their sacred reputation through pancake ceremonies that transformed kitchens into theaters. Buttermilk-rich circles hit hot griddles with satisfying hiss, bubbles forming like tiny volcanoes before that crucial flip revealed golden perfection. Betty Crocker's cookbook standardized the weekend sacrament, while diners served towering stacks that challenged gravity. These weren't breakfast. These were temporary luxury, family democracy where everyone gathered round batter-scented anticipation. Butter squares melted into syrup waterfalls, creating amber rivers through fluffy geography that promised leisure in a hurried world. The ritual mattered more than efficiency, mixing by hand, testing griddle temperature, that first perfect flip, announcing morning's arrival. Therefore, heat your griddle properly, flip with confidence. Weekend mornings deserve ceremonies announcing the difference between surviving weekdays and actually living. Number 5. Waffles. Frozen innovation meets diner theater. The 50s birthed breakfast's beautiful contradiction through Eggo's friendly innovation and Waffle House's fresh theater opening simultaneously. America discovered something profound: multiple paths to the same delicious destination, each serving different morning moods. Home toasters performed frozen magic, golden squares emerging in minutes, crisp edges perfect for syrup capture. Meanwhile, diners staged a waffle theater with cast iron performers creating deep-pocketed masterpieces designed for liquid indulgence. The contrast was gorgeous: quick toaster efficiency versus theatrical iron ceremony, both delivering satisfaction through entirely different philosophies. This represented the decade's genius, embracing both convenience and craftsmanship without choosing sides. Consequently, stock frozen waffles for Tuesday efficiency, invest in proper irons for Sunday performances. Sometimes you need speed, sometimes you crave ceremony. Number 6. Denver omelet. Diner's savory architecture. Every 50s diner menu showcased this savory masterpiece. Fluffy beaten eggs embraced chopped ham saltiness, bell peppers' bright snap, sweet onions, and melted cheese's richness. This wasn't just folded eggs. This was breakfast engineering, complete protein fortresses designed to fuel hardworking families through demanding days building suburbs and skyscrapers. Skilled cooks performed omelet ballet with practiced confidence, colorful filling visible through translucent golden walls like stained glass windows. The theatrical flip, perfect fold, cheese melting into molten rivers, while hash browns and buttered toast provided a supporting chorus. The technique was pure theater, requiring timing, confidence, and respect for simple ingredients. In fact, master the basics: saute filling first, beat eggs with authority, bold without fear. Culinary greatness often lives in perfect execution of humble techniques. Number 7. Creamed chipped beef on toast. Military heritage comfort. Military mess halls birthed this humble warrior who earned civilian respect through pure practicality. Thinly sliced dried beef, swimming in simple white gravy, spooned generously over plain toast. Unglamorous perhaps, but undeniably nourishing. Veterans recognized familiar comfort, while families discovered its ability to transform basic pantry staples into substantial morning fuel. The appearance was honest: creamy whiteness punctured by salty beef ribbons, soaking into a golden toast beneath. Function triumphed form, nutrition defeated presentation, breakfast that fed bodies and souls without pretension or apology for humble origins. Wartime taught valuable lessons about finding satisfaction in simplicity. Additionally, upgrade with quality cured beef while honoring traditional white sauce techniques. Sometimes the most unpretentious dishes provide the greatest satisfaction, teaching us that sustenance doesn't require sophistication. Hit subscribe and tap that notification bell if these breakfast time machines are stirring up your morning routine plans. More forgotten food treasures are coming. Number 8. Corned beef hash with eggs. Skillet democracy. Humble ingredients transformed into breakfast royalty through cast iron alchemy. Chopped corned beef mingling with diced potatoes and onions, fried until crispy edges formed around tender centers, crowned with eggs whose punctured yolks create golden sauce perfection, elevating everything they touch. Brands like Hormel democratized canned convenience, but diners elevated the concept using fresh corned beef or leftover roast, creating textural symphonies that changed with every forkful. Sometimes crispy, sometimes yielding, always deeply satisfying. The skillet's aggressive sizzle announced breakfast's arrival, while anticipation built toward that first yolk puncture, watching amber rivers flow through crispy landscape. That represented a beautiful democracy. Quality ingredients treated simply, natural flavors allowed to shine. Eventually, diced potatoes uniformly exercise patience with browning. Those essential crispy edges elevate simple ingredients into a breakfast treasure. Number 9. Boiled grapefruit half, caramelized morning elegance. Mid century sophistication arrived through boiled grapefruit halves sprinkled with brown sugar, briefly kissed by broiler flames until sugar bubbled into caramelized amber perfection. This wasn't just fruit, this was kitchen chemistry, transforming tart citrus into sophisticated harmony, balancing sweet against tangy in perfect morning equilibrium. The aroma when sugar caramelizes over citrus remains unmistakable. Part breakfast, part dessert, entirely refined. Served in shallow dishes with specialized spoons, this choice signaled health consciousness and sophistication in an era discovering lighter morning pleasures. Visual drama was undeniable. Golden caramelized sugar contrasting bright citrus, temperature, and texture playing beautiful counterpoint. Nevertheless, have fresh grapefruit, sprinkle brown sugar generously, broil until bubbling, serve immediately. Breakfast's golden luxury often lives in elegant simplicity, treating natural ingredients with minimal interference and maximum respect. Number 10. Coffee and donuts. Dunkin's cultural genesis. When Dunkin' Donuts opened in 1950, it captured something essential about American breakfast evolution: hot coffee married to fresh donuts, fueling the nation's increasingly mobile morning rush. This wasn't just convenient food, this was grab and go culture's birth certificate, recognizing that busy Americans needed quality fuel that traveled with their ambitious lives. Freshly fried cake donuts emerging from hot oil, glazes still warm and glossy, paired with that first coffee sip signaling day's true beginning. Portability was revolutionary. No plates, no sitting. Just perfect caffeine carbohydrate harmony, wrapped in paper and carried toward dreams. Texture contrast created magic. Crispy exterior yielding to tender crumb, bitter coffee balancing sweet glaze. Breakfast chemistry millions would embrace. Similarly, pair bakery fresh donuts with strong coffee to experience simple perfection that launched breakfast empires. Number 11. Cinnamon coffee cake. Weekend's sweet indulgence. Weekend mornings featured cinnamon coffee cakes warm welcome, emerging from ovens like edible sunshine while families savored slower rhythms unavailable during weekday chaos. Betty Crocker's cookbook popularized these sweet creations, bridging breakfast and dessert, everyday sustenance, and special occasion luxury without requiring elaborate techniques or expensive ingredients. Thick slices revealed cinnamon sugar swirl ribbons threading through tender crumb, still warm enough to melt butter, served alongside steaming coffee in Saturday morning quietude. This wasn't just baking, this was weekend hospitality incarnate. Breakfast that whispered permission to slow down, savor, actually enjoy morning's unhurried potential. Preparation became pleasure, mixing simple batter, creating sweet filling, watching golden perfection emerge. What's more, choose yeasted versions for authentic texture or quick sheet cakes for modern convenience. Both honor the original spirit, celebrating leisure. Number 12. Orange juice and instant coffee. Liquid modernity. The 50s breakfast table showcased liquid modernity through frozen concentrate orange juice and improved instant coffee. These weren't just beverages, these were progress symbols, promising that science could deliver fresh flavor and essential energy in minutes without sacrificing quality. Reconstituted orange juice offered bright, consistent citrus sunshine year round, while instant coffee provided caffeine salvation without percolation rituals or timing anxiety. Together, they represented decade genius. Speed balanced with satisfaction, convenience married to quality in ways previous generations couldn't fathom. Bright orange juice catching morning light, dark coffee richness stirred quickly, both promising to fuel ambitious families through demanding days designed for success rather than survival. However, while fresh options appeal to contemporary preferences, these classics freed families to focus on connection rather than preparation, proving sometimes the best breakfast gets out of its own way. These 12 breakfast legends tell the story of a decade that refused to choose between grandmother's kitchen wisdom and space age convenience. From bacon's morning sizzle to frozen waffles popping from toasters, from broiled grapefruit's caramelized elegance to honest military comfort, each dish captures the 50s genius for making mornings both efficient and deeply satisfying. These weren't just meals, they were the architecture of American optimism, fuel for building dreams one breakfast at a time. So here's the question: which of these forgotten morning rituals are you brave enough to bring back to your kitchen? Drop your breakfast revival plans in the comments below. Hit that like button if these vintage flavors stirred something in you. And subscribe with notifications on for more delicious trips through food history.